What is up, everyone? Welcome back to an episode. Today is August 30th, 2019, and it is time for another Mystery Tackle Box unboxing. Sorry for the lack of videos recently. Been going through a bit of a rough patch recently. Kind of sucks. If you know me, you know what happened. But we're just going to get straight into this unboxing. It's the Inshore Saltwater box for the month of August. Hopefully, we're going to get some banger stuff to use at the beach in the upcoming weeks. Let's open her up. I see another hard plastic. I see maybe two hard plastics in there. Let's take a look at what we got first. Sweet, this stuff looks pretty good. Let's start with the Lucky John Arrow Jerk for $9.99. Oh sweet, basically it's a slash bait. But it's in this weird, it's basically in a natural bluegill pattern, kind of, like how wide it is. I'm gonna take this out of the pack and show you guys. Wow, that's actually a beautiful little lure, you know, bluegill pattern, got the white belly, the double hooks. I'm assuming this suspends. It's gotta suspend with the weight, it feels like. But this looks like it'd work pretty well. I'd use this in freshwater too, kind of, you know, when bait fish are schooling. I think this would work pretty nicely. Next thing is the Hyperelastic Dart Spin by $6.99. Another cool lure, it's basically, you know, just a soft plastic that has a tail spinner in the back of it, so you can Texas rig it or put it on a jig head, and it's got a little spinner on the back. That's pretty cool. And I'm assuming I can take it out and put it on other soft plastics too. That'd be pretty cool. Definitely gonna use this in freshwater and saltwater. The muskie in my lakes crush tail spinners, so something like this might work really well. The next one we got is the Lunker Hunt Impact Series / 6S Jerkbait. That is a beautiful, beautiful jerkbait. Beautiful, seriously. It's got a crayfish pattern, which questions my box here for the Inshore Saltwater. But besides that, that's beautiful. Obviously suspending. That's awesome. Dives down to 6 foot. Yeah, suspending half an ounce, 4.3 inches. That's gonna be a killer lure. Even just for freshwater this fall when I use jerkbaits, this is definitely gonna work nicely. Next one, guys, the Spawn Exo Swim for $5.99. So this is basically Spawn's premier series for swim baits. This is their 4.75 inch, so it's a little on the bigger side. Definitely, you know, something you'd want to use for saltwater, probably like stripers or something. But I haven't used these before. They look really nice. I've seen people catch a lot of fish on them. So I'm definitely looking forward to throwing these around and seeing how they do. Hopefully they're scented nicely like Kytex, and if so, these will definitely crush fish. Next thing we got is the Deadly Dudley Bay Chovy for $4.99. You know, just a classic paddle tail swim bait, chartreuse and white. Put on a jig head and work it on the bottom, should catch fish. These are pretty nice. Probably would use these in more like an inshore, like here, speckled trout, redfish, flounder, and other stuff. Just because around here, if you're gonna want to catch flounder, it's gonna be gulp pretty much, but these would work well. The next thing we got is the Reaction Strike Flats Lock Jig Heads for $4.99. So pretty much just, you know, a swim bait jig head. It's got a locker on it, little spiral there, so you can spin your baits on it and keep it on there nicely, so it's not being ripped off just by debris or other fish, something like that. Pretty nice. 4.0 hooks. Not sure on the. It's 1/4 of an ounce, so work really well in a base setting. Could probably just fish gulp on this too if I wanted to, really nicely. And the last thing is the Buccaneer Bait Company Spec Rig. Love spec rigs. Basically, you just get two small little jig head style things, like little bucktails, and you put them and it's already a rig, like you tie it on, and I wish they had a thing, but it's basically just a double bucktail rig, and you put a soft plastic like gulp or something on the back, and it works really well for speckled trout, striped bass, and I like to use these actually as teasers on flounder rigs. Because the little bucktails and stuff, they flutter nicely, and especially with the gulp, they tend to catch a lot of fish. Alright guys, sorry for my shadow, but there's just an overview of what we got. The jig heads, the tail spinners, the swim baits, the awesome suspending slash bait, the jerk bait, the spec rig, and the Biospawn swim baits. I think that's a pretty good box, but that's just me. Hope you guys agree. And that concludes this unboxing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more unboxings, click that like button, and have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching.